attribute for us here today is that Louis Carr has a legacy of inspiring individuals to strive for personal growth. I am thrilled to introduce someone whom I respect immensely and have the pleasure of calling a personal friend, Louis Carr.
Thank you for that introduction, Dean Batts, and more importantly, thank you for allowing me to have the privilege to speak to our next generation of great leaders. It's always my privilege, not yours, when I get the opportunity to speak to young people like you. I also want to thank the faculty, because without your work and your commitment and your vision, none of this would be possible. So thank you. And to the family, friends, and supporters of these young people in this audience, thank you for just being you and doing that. So I'm going to be brief, I promise, because they told me to be brief. And I'm just here tonight to encourage you to live out your greatness. You have been chosen before the foundation of the world to live out your greatness. In just a few minutes, you're going to receive the key card to Better Life Stadium. Better Life Stadium is similar to the one that's next door to here, Mountain America Stadium, except Better Life Stadium is a little bigger than Mountain America Stadium. Better Life Stadium has more opportunities than Mountain America Stadium. It's still a place where the competition is tough. Every stadium, every arena like this is built for competition so that people like you can live out your greatness. So, when you receive this key card, it's just a key card to allow you to enter Better Life Stadium. I told Dean Batts earlier today, I am jealous that you are graduating at a time when there are so many opportunities in this industry. I have the same degree that some of you have. I have a broadcast journalism degree that I received before dinosaurs roamed the earth. When I received my degree, these were my options. I could work for one of the broadcast networks, CBS, NBC, or ABC. I could work in the newspaper business, I could work in the radio business, or I could work in the magazine business. That's all I had. But think about everything you have today. All of the opportunities that exist from digital and social media to cable TV to linear TV. Every single industry now needs some of your skills. In the financial industry, when they have earnings reports, they have somebody in the communication business sitting right there. Say this, don't say that. Say this, please don't say that. Your skills are in demand right now. There is no better time than I can think of in the last 50 years to be graduating with the degrees that you're going to graduate with. What a tremendous opportunity for you. But I want to let you know that you've only been in training camp for the last 4 years. You've only been in training camp. The real game starts tomorrow. And the opponents and the competition is fierce. It is really fierce. It's not the person sitting in the same row of you. It's not the people graduating from USC or Ohio State or Columbia University. That's not the competition. The competition is yourself. And you're going to be challenged. You're going to be challenged. I'm going to give you some of the things that's going to challenge you. These teams are fierce. They're very competitive. They're more competitive than any athletic team you can think of. I'm going to start with the first one. Team doubt. Team doubt may show up in the morning for you. Every intern I've ever had over the last 21 years have asked me this question. Mr. Carr, do you ever doubt yourself? I said, yes, every day. I doubted myself earlier today. Dean Batts, when I stepped out of your office earlier today to take that call, I serve on a public board. We have a board of 16 that has to be reduced to 12. And everybody was fair game. I've been on the board 3 years. You can bet when I woke up this morning, someone from Team Doubt, you know they ain't gonna pick you. You know it's not gonna happen for you. They like you, but you're not gonna be one of the lucky 12. It's gonna happen. Team Doubt may show up as your sibling. It may show up as your friend. It may even show up as your parents. Someone told me the other day, Louis, my parents said, don't quit that good job and take that chance. It's too risky. Team doubt is lurking all the time. So expect it, but don't give into it. Team doubt may win a battle or two, but don't ever let it win the war. Believe in yourself. When it comes up and taps you on your shoulder and say, you can't do that. You're not going to get that job. Somebody else is going to get that job. That's when the battle starts. Remember the work that you've done, the commitment that you've made, the sacrifices that you made. Do not let team doubt win. The next team that's going to show up to compete with you is team distraction. It's going to distract you, trust me. Even at my age in my career, I get distracted. When you're supposed to be focused and being intentional about your career and your job, team distraction is going to say, let's go have a drink. Let's hang out. I see some of you smiling. Team distraction was with you earlier today, wasn't it? Team distraction always is lurking around the corner. And the thing about these competitors, they don't sleep. They're always there. And you have to be intentional about your commitment and brushing them and blowing them off. There's always going to be a distraction in your life. You can do this or you can do that. You can do this or you can do that. Be committed. Be focused. Do not let team distraction win. The third one I want to talk to you about is team unprepared. It's going to tell you, you've been in training for 4 years. You don't need to prepare for anything. You don't need to prepare for the interview. Just go in there and put your degree out there. They know you got that degree. You're good. You don't know how many people come in my office looking for a job, unprepared. First question I ask them, do you know anything about me? I know your title. Do you know anything about BET? What do you have in that briefcase, young man? Correct. Nothing. And then they say, I got a few things in there. I always say, let me see. They open it up and they got the cell phone in there. Team unprepared. It will tell you you're great. It will tell you you don't need to be prepared. When I graduated from college, I'd been an athlete, All-American in high school, All-American in college. I thought the world was going to roll out a red carpet. Because in college, it had rolled out the red carpet. Every place I went, people knew me. So when I got out, I was waiting for someone to call me to tell me that they had a job for me. That did not happen. Literally, I sent out hundreds of resumes. I had over 91 job interviews before I ever got a job offer because I was unprepared. I was living on my past. I was living on the key card to Better Life Stadium. That's what I was living on. I was living on the sacrifices I had made in college. I hadn't prepared myself for the real world. It's work. It's work. Spelled W-O-R-K, not F-U-N. Those are two different words with two different meanings. You're going to have to do the work. But I can tell you, over that period of time, it's been one of the most amazing journeys that I could ever imagine. I never even knew they had a Hall of Fame of advertising, trust me. I was like, what? Never knew that that existed. In the last 13 months, I've received a Lifetime Achievement Award. I've been entered into the Hall of Fame. I received the silver medal from the Chicago Advertising Bureau. And I've got this privilege here tonight. What an amazing 13 months it has been. And this night is on the same level as that Hall of Fame induction. I just want you guys to commit to yourself. You ain't got to commit to your family. You ain't got to commit to your friends. You ain't got to commit to Dean Batts. You ain't got to do none of that. Commit to yourself this night when you receive that key card to Better Life Stadium that you're going to be great. When I was in high school, my coach asked me, he said, Louis, make up your mind. Do you want to be good or do you want to be great? And I said, what is the difference? I said, what do the people who are great do and the people who are good don't do? He said, with that answer, you've told me you want to be great. And here's the secret. They just work at it all the time. They just work at it. So I want to leave you with this. The words of Dr. Martin Luther King, and these words you don't hear often. Believe in your self-dignity more than anybody else. Believe in your self-worth more than anybody else. Believe that you are somebody more than anybody else. And believe that your significance makes a difference in today's world. And as we would say at Waymaker, grow your life, young people, and change the world.